Welcome to Good Mythical More. We are going to be subjected to questions that we have to answer absolutely honestly so that we can find out who is the worst husband.
But first, we need to quickly give you an update, a quarterly report on our latest business venture. It's our company called Little Shot Glasses that look like big shot glasses.
Right. It's not going well.
No.
Because
the customer base seems to be a bit confused.
They're disappointed. I think when people grab our shot glasses, they think that they do like this because they think that it's further away than it is.
Right.
And then they grab it because it's there instead of out there. And then when they take it,
because we thought that
it's much smaller.
We thought that the POV, we really thought that this was what it was because we have a system, and it comes in the instruction box of every single shot glass, and it says, place this shot glass twice as close to your face as you typically would. Right? This is the most important aspect of our product design, is that you need, just watch, okay, pretend this is a shot glass. So this might be where you typically have a shot glass. We say, bring your shot glass to right here, because our shot glass is a little shot glass that looks like a big shot glass because it's twice as close to your face. If you don't take the time to read the fine print, our product does not work as advertised.
But then when you put it close to you, then you're reaching like this because it's so big. You think it's, I don't understand, but that's why.
It seemed like a good idea 3 years ago in the hot tub.
No, if you put it here and it looks small, you're reaching like this, right?
Stevie, you were there. Why didn't you tell us this is a bad idea?
Mm-hmm. I'm following along logically with everything that you're saying.
People think you're getting drunk, but you're not. That's cool.
Because you don't even ever get your glass. Anyway, we're shutting it down, okay? So, sorry if you invested. Who's the worst husband?
I have been married for a year longer than him, so I've made it last longer. That makes me a little better husband.
Hey, I'm catching up with you, though.
He might, yeah. If I get a divorce, which I'm not, but if I was, it would take, you would have a year. You'd have a year buffer that I would still be beating you. So in that year, I'm really putting the pressure on y'all to get divorced too, so that I can be the better husband, even though it didn't work out.
But if me and Jesse get into a hypersonic plane and fly against a rotation of the Earth like Superman, fast enough, and we do that for long enough, we can beat you.
You'll be married longer than us.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing it next year.
Okay, all right.
Oh, you've taken all my questions.
But 25 years, that's nothing to sniff at.
Yeah, you're right.
25 years is a long time to be married, especially at my age.
A lot of these things, these are common partner grievances, and I believe that you're gonna rack up some, at least some.
You gonna keep score.
You know, well, this one I know already. This was just only pretends to listen. So, I mean, sometimes there's not even pretending in this relationship, but let's apply it to.
Well, have you ever done this?
I don't. I think I'm a good listener. I would go as far as to say an excellent listener.
Okay. I don't think it's not that I'm pretending to listen. You're right. But sometimes just I'm not listening default face maybe looks like a listening face. Like, does this look like a listening face to you?
Oh, so you're not even, yeah, okay. You're dropping the pretend. You just say that you don't listen sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that one.
How often does Christy say to you, well, let me just put it into perspective. I would say...
When she talks, I do listen.
I would say twice a month, I say to you, are you listening? I would say...
Well, that's because I'm doing something else.
6 times a month, I want to say it, but I don't want to be the guy that always says, are you listening? So I just do it about 30 3% of the time.
But you asked me that because it looks like I'm not listening.
How
I'm
am
not
I
pretending
there?
to listen.
How am I there then for those moments? I think it's a higher percentage.
Oh, you do?
Is-
Christy never asked me, "Are you listening?" I will say that. She never asked me, "Are you listening?" Because she doesn't talk to me unless I'm looking at her. Because she's learned something that you haven't. Like, I feel for you. I understand.
Yep.
And sometimes I'm listening, but I'm also fiddling with my ring and seeing what's in my pockets. And
You find anything cool lately?
but I'll take this one.
Okay. Point to link.
I don't think you do this. Leaves clothes around the house. It seems counterintuitive to your cleanly
I'll take this
nature.
one. I
Oh,
do
you
it.
do? You do?
Yeah. I would go out on a limb, which is not the right words, but you know what I mean. My wife also does this, but I also do it. So I do contribute to leaving clothes out. Not in anywhere in the house.
Yeah,
but
what's
in the bedroom.
Okay.
Sometime I will disrobe for my 2-minute session. And
just leave it there?
The next day it'll still be there, like the Wicked Witch of the West just melted right there, like the rapture happened right next to the bed.
All right.
So give me the point on that.
But that's the only place? That doesn't seem bad at all.
Well, bathroom floor,
Yeah.
closet floor, multiple places in the bedroom. I'm pretty bad at times, but I have gotten a lot better. But I take the point, fair and square.
Yeah, I do not do this. When I take something off, I fold it up and I hang it back up.
Well, what about the dirty clothes? You sniff it?
Or I put it or I sniff it and put it in dirty clothes.
Okay.
Makes plans without consulting their partner first.
I do not do this.
I do this all the time. Now, in fairness, they usually don't include her.
Oh, great. Give him 2 points. Give him 2 points.
You know, Chrissy doesn't like to do as much as I like to do. So if I'm like, you know what, I made plans with so-and-so, she's like, do I have to go? It's like, that's her question. So I'm like, if I'm like, nah, I didn't make it. I just made it for me. She's like, okay, great. But then after a while, she's like, don't you want to hang out with me? And I'm like, yes, I've made plans for that.
Oh.
And then I quickly make plans for that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a planner. I make a lot of plans. I got to have something to live for.
Well, this leads into the next thing, which is doesn't plan date nights. You're saying that in your list of plans that you plan, you also plan date nights, or only after that conversation?
We're very close on this one because we have the same system.
We both have a standing date night.
We have a standing date night.
I never sit down the whole night.
Right.
Usually roller skating, ice skating, anything that requires not sitting.
My Tuesdays are my nights because in this town, nobody goes out on Tuesday night. It is like the dead night. So we can go to any restaurant we want. But then the weird thing is, there's many times that we are like the only people in the restaurant, or it always feels weird to go into these restaurants. It's like, well, is this horrible? It's just, no, it's Tuesday night. That's what we do every Tuesday. We go to abandoned restaurants.
What time are you arriving at these restaurants?
7.
And there's nobody there?
Very few people. It might be a couple of tables.
You might be going to the wrong restaurants.
People don't go to restaurants on Tuesdays. I'm just telling you.
So do you make the plan? Do you pick the restaurant?
No.
No, but I drive.
I do drive, and I do drive back.
What's your date night,
Usually.
Brett?
Christy doesn't make the plans either. I mean, it's, you know.
Well, somebody's...
We have a third party who does that.
Yeah. It's a service.
We have a dating
You have a third
subscription.
party that services you?
Yes.
Once a month, okay?
No, once every week. Once a week. We have reservations to a place.
Yeah,
and-
once a week.
Is it a date if you don't plan it, but you show up for it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Yeah, it's still a date. I would say we both.
is it a present
do this-
if you didn't buy it for him?
Well, I think it's more the grievance is doesn't plan date nights, as in like the partner has to do all the work.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you just show up.
Yeah. Farmed it out to a third party.
Yeah, we third-partied it.
But we're there.
So we're on the same page here.
And we're mentally present, and
Yeah.
we don't get points for this.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, you didn't even say what your
Usually dinner.
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays. And
Anybody there?
you would not believe how crowded our restaurants are.
Every Wednesday?
I mean, sometimes it's overwhelming. Sometimes we can barely hear each other because it's so loud in the restaurants that we go to.
Well, that's the difference between Tuesday and Wednesday.
No, I will say I have noticed, depending on what part of town you go to, restaurants have not fully recovered in this town.
That's true.
There's a lot more people in this town. It seems like they could be at these restaurants, and they're not. I've noticed they're not as busy as they were, but I never feel like I'm the only person there. That hasn't happened yet. Maybe it's a Tuesday, Wednesday thing.
It's a Tuesday thing. You're
I'm trying. I'm
picking and choosing?
yeah,
trying to trap
because
us.
like this one's like leaves hair in the sink after
I
shaving.
mean, we can do fast. You want to just do some fast ones?
Well,
We'll
I
just raise
think
our hand.
there's some cleanliness things that I would just assume that you keep in check, but I don't know. Do you leave hair in the sink after shaving?
No.
Do you leave the toilet seat up?
No.
Do you? I know this one. Oh, yeah,
You're well-trained.
wants to leave parties too early. You're the
No.
opposite. You want to stay forever at a party, not but.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to leave at the opportune time. Usually when my wife also wants to.
Y'all want to leave at the same time. I'll take a point for this because in my group, in my couple, there's a mismatch here.
There's
I'm a horrible husband. I like to stay at the
a
party.
little bit of a mismatch here.
Steals the covers. Here's one I don't know.
Oh,
Steals the covers.
Good Lord, no. And my wife does this. I actually have a technique, and I tried to explain it to her, and she got upset with me.
Explain it to us.
So-
We might laugh.
So first of all, I want to do this Scandinavian technique where you've got two complete
duvets,
sets of
two-
sheets that are next to each other.
One mattress.
yeah.
One mattress. I want to do that so bad. What Jessie does is she'll roll over to like grab something off her bedside table, and it's just like it's. And I was like, listen,
Taking everything with her.
I was like, and I said, she did it for like the 100th time, and I said, can I show you something that I do? I was like, when I need to roll over towards the bedside table, what I do is I hold the sheet up and I roll underneath it and then set it back down so that it doesn't pull you. And she just was looking at me like, I'm not going to use your technique. So I do not do this, but my wife does.
Give her a point. So you rotate under elevated sheet.
I'm very sensitive. I'm easily awakened. And so I try to be ginger with my movements.
Just
in the bed.
just do your own duvet thing.
Well, you got to find them.
It seems like
IKEA.
Use a blanket.
Scandinavian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm still in the lead here.
What about the covers on your sideline?
I've done this, but I haven't had a talking to about it.
You
I went through.
you still sleep with reckless abandon?
I've started to. I've abandoned my pillow as of late, so I've started tossing more again. And
You've abandoned your pillow?
Yep.
You've chosen not to sleep with a pillow?
My special cylindrical.
The buckwheat pillow is no
buckwheat
more?
pillow.
What happened? You planted all the buckwheat?
It wasn't working
You
for
sewed
me
it?
anymore. It wasn't preventing me from laying on my side. I would just be in more pain laying on my side.
That's tough.
So I was like, why am I doing this to myself? And I got rid of the pillow. It's over on the couch. And now I pull the covers. So give me another point.
Never takes cute, candid pictures. I don't know if We mean of your partner? Of the partner.
I take some cute candid pictures of her.
You mean at her request?
No,
This sounds like
it's a little bit more sneaky.
Take a picture of me for my social media type thing.
I think that's the vibe. Maybe candid means like it's supposed to look like it's candid, but it's not.
I told you about the couple that we ate next to at that restaurant when we were on vacation last year. And the wife made the husband take pictures of her standing in front of the sunset. And then
Again and again and again.
it got dark and it was still happening. And it was
Would she take the phone, look at it,
25 minutes
give it back to him?
straight. He would take a picture of her. She would come down and sit down. She would look at it, and then she would say something, and then she would stand up and do it again. And it's like, after a point, I was like,
Yeah.
where's the shame? A little bit of shame would be good in this situation. So I would be embarrassed because I would know that I was being judged by the other people in the restaurant, and I would be like, okay,
Yeah.
that's what's going to stop me from doing this, even if I want to.
Well, that's how the husband felt.
He seemed completely on board.
Well, he wasn't good at taking a photo then.
Yeah, it was his fault every time, probably.
Brittany just explained to me. Maybe this is a heterosexual thing. I'm not familiar with.
Okay.
But apparently, some, I'm going to say women in the instance that we're talking about, would like for their partners to notice when they are looking cute and take a photo of them without being asked.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why that wouldn't be a gay thing as well, but
maybe it's not. I don't know.
It seems more gay, actually.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. I just have never
Right.
thought you don't take enough photos of me looking cute while I'm just living my life.
I don't do this, but I've never been told that. I mean, she's never said that she wanted this.
it's a
Yeah.
Does
She
she want
can't
it?
tell you.
don't tell
I
her.
guess is
Just-
part of it.
You'll
She
find
can't
out
say
after
it.
you do it if she wanted it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do more of that tonight.
So we both-
Tonight I'm coming in with phone blazing.
So we both take a point. We both take a point on this to remind ourselves that we're going to start doing it.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I think that sums it up. Eats food off of your
Well,
plate.
I'm still winning.
I would assume you both consume food off your wife's plate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that bad?
It's apparently bad.
Apparently.
It's apparently bad.
My wife also does that off my plate.
Okay, well, it cancels it out.
We
Does
share-
Christy do that for
then
you?
I
Link?
don't-
We share.
Yeah, we share. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to point for that.
We go half and half sometimes.
Would you like to volunteer something that you think that you do that makes you a bad husband?
Just looking at him lets her know that he's annoyed about her driving.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah. I'm trying to get points for you because I'm winning right now.
Can you say that again? Is there
Just
some
looking
kind of
at him
just
lets her
looking-
know that he is annoyed with her driving.
This sounds like a little blurb in 17 magazine or something. Just looking at him lets him know.
Lets
you
her know.
that. What?
Just
So
I,
this is for Rhett.
Yes.
You're saying Jesse looks at Rhett
yep.
to let Rhett know.
And she can tell that he's upset about her driving.
Wow.
Or a
Okay.
lot of decisions that she's making.
That is not true.
Just a quick glance,
Most of the time I drive.
and he has a look of judgment, frustration.
I think you might be projecting. I think you might be judging my wife's driving and then looking at me for validation.
Yeah, but I'm not married to her.
Your wife is very judgy of my driving.
Yeah, she was the other night. She was.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm a very good driver.
As long as I'm not the one getting points, give her a point.
She
She's a horrible friend.
she was literally in the back seat driving.
Yeah. I agreed with her.
I was in LA traffic. She complained about
I
me
think we were-
changing speeds.
I think we were in a parking lot actually.
and no, we had gotten out of that concert.
Oh, well,
we were on the
she
street.
complained. She complained at another time. You just didn't hear her. We were in the parking lot.
I thought I did a great job driving her around.
It seems that I'm the worst husband. 2 to 5. So I'm just trying to do what I can. Don't take it personal.
Yep.
Watch Roll for Mythicality, Mythical's Dungeons and Dragons gameplay series at mythicalsociety.com.